What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. Today what I want to do is go over how to actually change the name of a folder from one name to another. Now this might seem very basic in terms of changing folder names because you could just go into your file explorer and rename a folder from there. But I want to show you how to do it with the move command via terminal. And we're going to take this opportunity to change the name from _s to DevWP. Alright, so if you want to support the channel, head on over to pixumweb.com and make a purchase of DevWP itself. With this, you'll get all the files, the folders, the documentation, and I put in thousands of hours and years to create a very efficient and effective and productive workflow. And also check out some of the other videos I created in terms of WordPress development, and you can see how we progressed over the years. Alright, so let's head on over to VS Code. Alright, so you see I'm in my WP test folder itself. So what I'll do now is I'll open up my terminal, and if you remember from one of my previous videos, I created a bunch of aliases on both Windows and Mac OS to streamline the changing to different folders and to navigate my file system and to shorten a whole bunch of commands. So instead of typing out change directory, WP-content, and then themes to go there, going back to the root with one of my shortcuts. So instead of typing all this out, all I gotta do is type out and it brings me to the same folder. That's using aliases. So if you haven't seen that video and if you haven't set up aliases on your system, definitely check it out. So I'll use one of my other aliases to see all the different folders and files I have within my themes folder. And you see we have the _s over here. That's the theme we're using. So now we're going to end up changing this to DevWP. Now the thing is, the second we do this, when you go to your local development website, obviously it has it saved in the database that you're using the _s theme. So I'll show you how to deal with that also. It's actually very basic. We could actually do that with WP CLI, and that's another video, and I did a few videos on WP CLI. So definitely check that out if you want to learn more about that. All right, so the move command is very basic. It's mv_s space to DevWP, and that's it. Hit enter, and now if we check our folder structure, now it's no longer _s, now it's DevWP. We could change into that folder itself, and we see that all of our files are there. LA is alias that I have in terms of navigating and listing all the files. So if you type out alias, you see what aliases you have. If you didn't change any aliases on your system, then you might not have any. But these are the aliases that I have. And on Mac OS, they are different for certain things, like the file path is application MAMP instead of C and XAMPP. And when it comes to opening a file, instead of using open, on Windows we use start. On Mac OS you use open. And on Windows we use the bash RC file. In MAMP or in Mac OS in particular, you use the ZSHRC file. But definitely check out the alias video for more on that. Alright, so now we see we have some WP commands over here, right? We're going to have to start up our local server if we want to use some of these commands. Start. Alright, so what I'll do now is I'm going to go back to the root of my WP test folder. So I have my alias for that, which is a very fast keyboard shortcut. It brings me back to the root. Let me clear the screen. Alright, so now we could type out WP theme list, and you see that we have no active theme. So what I'll do now is I'll type out WP theme activate DevWP. Hit enter, and now we switch to that, and I'll take a look at the theme list again, and you see DevWP is active. Alright, so you see here that now we have modified files. Let me clear the screen. Instead of typing out git status, I could just type out gs, and you see that Git believes we deleted all of those files. We didn't really delete it, but what we did was we changed the folder name. So I could type out git add and then all with the asterisk, or use my alias of GA, and now I could use GS, and you see now it shows that it's renamed, and you see what it's renamed to. It figured it out, renamed the underscores to DevWP, and it applied that to all the files and folders. So now I could type out either git commit -m or GC for git commit, and I'll just put in a space in my 2 quotation marks, and I'll go inside there, and I'll type out my message, changed _ folder name to DevWP, and that's it. Hit enter. Now I'll type out GS, which again stands for git status, and now it shows that we're working on a clean tree. And that's it. That's how we change the _s theme, the name of the folder itself, to DevWP using the command line. We use the move command, and then _s, and then to DevWP, and that's it. Again, do that in the folder where the underscore theme actually exists. But then you also have to make sure you activate that theme. You could always go into your GUI in terms of the browser, logging into your system. It'll let you know that the theme itself, underscores, is no longer active. It'll give you an error. And then you could just go to Appearance and Themes and activate DevWP from there. But again, the power of the command line, learning how to use terminal, will streamline your workflow. And using WP CLI is definitely beneficial. So again, I have videos on those, on how to use WP CLI, and I have videos on how to create aliases and use your bash RC file and your ZSH RC file. So definitely check those out. Again, this series of videos is all about creating an efficient and productive and streamlined workflow when developing custom WordPress themes, and in general, how to make you a more productive developer, even if you're working on different types of projects. Again, if you want to support the project, head on over to pixelweb.com and make a purchase of DevWP. With that, you'll get all the files, the folders, and the documentations, and you'll jumpstart your WordPress theme development workflow. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification icon. If you have any thoughts, ideas, or opinions, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coding.